Thank you very much, dear President of the Parliament of Montenegro, dear Ambassador Popper, dear Mr. Eric, dear Ms. Karlovic-Markovic, dear guests. It's a pleasure to be here today with you, especially since we are addressing an extremely important topic. Party financing has to do with democracy and is also to do with transparency and fight against corruption. So it addresses two issues which are crucial for Montenegro on its way to European Union. I'm very happy that Germany is supporting Montenegro on its way through the International Center for Judicial Cooperation. We do this since 2000 and have reinforced our support over the last years, especially with a focus on supporting Montenegro on its way to Europe. We have in this regard a long-standing cooperation with the NGO MANS, where we did already training for judges and prosecutors and different projects in the fight against corruption, where also Germany is providing an expert as an advisor for asset recovery to the government of Montenegro. And I think this conference today fits very well into our support for Montenegro. And I think we will definitely continue this support. There is still a lot of work to be done. I would like to share with you a few thoughts about the topic of party financing. There is a completely legitimate aspect of parties being financially supported because they have an important role in democracy to play, and by definition you can only do it with a certain financial support. On the other side, it has an aspect where financially powerful institutions, persons, could try to influence politics in a not transparent way. So party financing in itself is not bad or immoral, but it depends on how it's balanced, how it's controlled, how transparent it is. And in this regard, there is an interesting field where normally all parties, be it in government, be it in opposition, have a common interest. They want secured financing, but they also should be interested in that this is in a transparent and controlled way, so to avoid scandals of corruption. This gives all parties in the Parliament of Montenegro a common interest and a base to talk to each other. I think it's a very good starting point for that. Second, I spoke about transparency and control. That means that the already existing institutions like the Anti-Corruption Agency has a role to play in avoiding corruption in the case of party financing. I think we have seen that this institution had to be strengthened and should continue to be strengthened and also improve work. I think we should support, as European Union, the established institutions in their work and by that strengthening the aspect of control and transparency in party financing to give the right balance to the party work in Montenegro, that it can be exercised, that it has the means to do it, but that people have the trust that this is done in a transparent, controlled way, that this is not done in a way where certain groups can achieve their goals, can have an intransparent influence on political decision making. Looking at this, I think I said enough to underline how important this event is, and I hope that it gives impulses also for the political debate in the parliament between the parties when it comes on to party financing. Thank you very much for your attention.